YouTube, as usual, I'm coming to y'all after a 2-month long hiatus. I have a little project that I have going on today with my truck. So as you see, my third brake light, there we go. My third brake light has a leak. And when I found it, I didn't know what it was, but I was getting ready to go somewhere and it rained real bad. And I hopped inside the truck and I was like, what the heck is this? And it was leaking right inside of there. So I belong to a forum group on Facebook that has my year model truck. And I said, hey, had anybody ever had this problem? And I figured it may have been the brake light, the rear brake light. And they say, yeah, just buy a new gasket for the tail light, which I did off Amazon, and put some silicone around it. Some people say they just put silicone around it and they didn't do so I'm trying to hop on the truck. Some people say that they didn't do the silicone. All they did was, can't even get my words together because I'm doing too much. But some people didn't use the silicone. Still can't get it right. Some people didn't use the gasket, get a new gasket. All they did was silicone the old gasket. And I don't want to do that. I want to do it right. New gasket, silicone, and it's right. So I made a trip to Harbor Freight for 2 reasons. One reason is I plan on doing the sounds to the Harley soon. And I needed some more hex drive with the actual T, because I need the long ones instead of busting my fingers and doing it the other way. And I'm gonna whip it. Looking inside my light is moisture, is water inside of there. We've been having some rain. So the water probably just going right down in here, going inside my truck and going inside of here. But this is the reason why I bought the hex heads. Well, yeah, the star drive for the truck and for the bike. So let's get to work. Let's get it. The T20 star bit I need. And I have these in the drill bit too, but this will work. Don't know what to do with my tripod, but let's take this thing off. Screw number 1. Somebody put on my post that I made on Facebook to buy a whole new light. I'm like, this light work. I called the dealership to see if I could get the gasket by itself, but they said I need to buy the whole assembly, and the whole assembly was like $150. So I chose not to buy that. I'm just gonna do the light by itself, okay? All right, there we go. She's off. Oh, geez. Let me turn around a little bit. You can see the gasket compared to the old gasket. All right. And I wish I had my tripod. Gotta find that boy. I'll whip it around. Yeah. New gasket is thick. Yeah, it was time, and I can smell the moisture in there, but yeah, this gasket is shot. And I can see inside, this is inside of my truck right here. So the water is dripping down in there and outlining my roof. All right, so I'm gonna get my little screwdriver to peel this gasket off, clean it up a bit. Gonna put a little bit of sealant around, some silicone, to make sure that water is blocked out. And I'll come right back with y'all, all right? All right, so before I reassemble, this is the top part of the gasket that was at the top of my light, basically the top of the truck. And this is what goes on the top. So yeah, I can see how water would get around it. I took some rubbing alcohol, a razor blade, and my gasket scraper and cleaned it up real good. I'm going to put a seal of black silicone around the light, put the gasket on top, and I'm also going to put some silicone around the top. Let's see, around the top hole on the truck. I just want to make sure that no more water gets inside of there. I mean, the truck is a 16, so I can see 7 years old, 16, 23, 7 years old. Geez, didn't think about that until now. I'm not getting new light. I'm thinking, should I just change the light bulbs out now just to be done with it? That way I won't have to open it back up. I'm not gonna do it. I'll take it back apart. I should. I think at this point I'm just being cheap. And I just want to put my truck back together. Whatever. If I'll wait the next year. Cause my old truck, I'd never changed it out, and that thing was a 95. So this should be cool. And my truck I got before this one was a 2004 Sierra. And I got this in 19. So I got my 04 in like 2010. So I had that truck 6 years. It'll be fine. I'm going to put my silicone on. I didn't clean the back of the truck off yet. So I'm going to put the silicone and gasket on here, clean the back of the truck off. And I have some carpet cleaner. See if I can clean my roof up inside the truck a little bit. Cause this is a truck, man. This what made me the tow master, you know? So I got to make sure my baby good. I haul the cutlass with it. Go check on Jose today. And yeah, I haul my bikes with it. And tall riding here with me. So I gotta make sure my baby good. All right, y'all. This is clean. Put me a coat of silicone around this boy. Not a heavy coat, but just around the top. I'm gonna put all around, seal the whole thing up. Trust me. My biggest fear was, man, I hope I don't let that water sit in there for too long and I get mold inside of there. So my first thought was, you know what, Joe? You need a new truck. Because them 22s are looking good. But if I didn't have the Cutlass getting restored and I didn't have this 22 Road Glide, I probably would have went and got a new truck, dog. I would have let that salesman say, you know what, man? Look at the new models and look at the trailer and look at the 3.0 diesels, because that's what I really want, a diesel. Look at all this stuff that your truck don't have. And I would have been like, you know what? Sold to the highest bidder. Let's do it. But not gonna let them get me. Plus this truck good. I just got back in town from Michigan. My baby run good. $11 fix. Plus I had the tools to do it. And the know-how, and I haven't made a video in a while. So there we go. Put the silicone on. Why I don't have any gloves on, I don't know. Because I normally wear gloves. And I have a whole bunch of them. Probably so I can clean my fingers up after I finish doing this. But gotta take care of your stuff. All right. And that's why I have my microfiber cloth next to me. Clean my finger. Tall would have liked that because she infamous for using this finger to do everything. You touch every button. Step 1, remove screws from the third brake light. I did that. Step 2, undo the old seal gasket with a blade slightly. Fear to destroy too much. I didn't have fear, but it's destroyed. Pull out the third light housing slightly and disconnect the connector. Did that. Clean the old seal gasket residue with blade and thinner, or alcohol. I did that. Both vehicle, body, and back of third brake light housing. All right, I didn't do the back of the truck yet. That's next. Stick the gasket on third brake light with single adhesive siding. So this is the adhesive. So this is double protected. Have silicone and the adhesive on here. Make sure it's tight. Okay. Press it down at the top, make sure silicone, and make sure it's touching. Being that this is a single sided gasket, I probably don't even need to put any silicone around on the back of the truck, but I'm just gonna do it just to do it. Plus, it was gasket residue on the truck, so it probably was silicone on there from the factory. All right, sealed and tight. Install the third brake light. So what I'm about to do real quick is clean the back of the truck with alcohol. Oh, I got silicone on my pants. Now they work pants. Mama Tall would love it because I just graduated my regular pants into work pants. She'll be mad. All right, I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna put a lot of silicone at the top right here. Not a lot, but it's a slight crease. Even though it's on the gasket, I want to put some in that crease up there. Trust, I don't want no more water in this truck on that ceiling. All right, let's close them up. All right. The right size, nope. T20. Right, tight enough to where I don't crack it. I'm going to look at the weather so I can be sure it don't rain tonight. It's been raining like the past 2 days. I actually had to move some stuff so I can park my truck in the garage. Give some time for the silicone to cure. All right, tubes. I got the light on. I got it sealed up. Not gonna do it today. I got something I gotta do, but probably tomorrow. I took some carpet cleaner and railed it, so if I put some elbow grease in, I can probably get it out. Whew. It went all the way over to the window. But that's next on my to-do list. Get this together. Finish up my truck. And I have some stuff that I'm doing to the bike. I know I talked about it before, what I want to do with the audio. And I have an idea. These, on my old bike, the Silverback, I had some lowers on. I had some 6.5 DS18s in my lowers. And I ended up taking the lowers off because it was just too much for the amp that I had on there, because it was a 4-channel amp and I had my lowers and my fan speakers on. But that's something else. That's another day. The truck, we might do that tomorrow. Clean up my, see if I can get my ceiling together. But if y'all having this problem with any truck, not just the Silverado, but any truck leaking from that third tail light, get that seal and put some silicone and see if it seal it up. If y'all have any questions, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up. Y'all have a good day. I'm up out of here. About to put this video up and get some work done. Pick up tall in a minute. Peace out.